floor. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send him home happy at the end of this one.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Start on the ground with Irving.
And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And you see the numbers for Irving in last week's ball game.
19 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. A tackle for loss there, 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
And leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Alabama.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
3 and 3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Got to get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Ethan Evans on now to punt. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Bears defense gearing up as they take the field. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now, hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Irving.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First carry for Najee Harris.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
An option handoff given to Harris.
It's a 4-yard pickup there that leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Prescott from the gun.
That is clean.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Harris into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
Even when the play starts at the 1-yard line and you think you can sneak it in, it's not a formality that you're going to score the touchdown. The celebration in this case, from the defensive side of the line of scrimmage. A big-time play.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand.
First down, they'll start with Algier.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A huge play there for Chicago. 57 yards.
Come on.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here.
There's Chris Olave.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just didn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
Coverage defensively by Micah Parsons.
The Folks' kick is good.
And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packers offense set to go.
And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense.
They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now Prescott.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2. Maybe 10, not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stumped that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Prescott down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Marvin Mims,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score.
and out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bears offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. They'll start with the option. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about the quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2.
They're going to look to throw.
That's thrown underneath to Algier.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Sliding up, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down.
Micah Parsons.
He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it.
Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 5. Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Here we go.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down.
And the Bears first down.
They'll give to Algier out of the gun.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
They'll run here with Algier.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Tyler Algier, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 10 to 7. now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. A beautiful fake. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Prescott.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. Here's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Franklin. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now back to throw. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Folks, kick is good.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the 2nd half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Starting the drive with Algier.
And they're able to get get this one across the 35.
42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So first down, and they'll stick with Algier.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Dumps this one off to Algier.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They'll set up to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. Well, they go with a tight end carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw is Prescott. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Prescott able to use those legs of his to pick up the first.
Good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Buying time to his left. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Give him 9 on the scramble there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and just a couple of inches. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
Now Prescott.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Looking to throw.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First target, first catch, and a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Zach Ball
in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw.
Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They'll drop to throw.
He's got his man. It's Pierce. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
At the Packers' 10-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton from 10 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And now the Packers get set to go.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Looking to put a drive together. Prescott off play action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Dorsett. There'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. They'll look to throw here.
That's complete to Pierce.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Micah Parsons
Getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
throwing out left and finding Likely.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because
he's got daylight.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Packers.
Bucky Irving.
62 yards.
And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment of football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
That 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Edwards. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
A gain of a yard. It's now fourth.
Folks' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Looking to put a drive together.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown. Green Bay. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Olave holds it in.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
8-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down at the 34-yard line.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
He's going to keep this again.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this out just shy of midfield.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
A swing pass here to Edwards.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Algier will try to pick it up.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Folks' kick is good.
And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 6. A little under 40 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Packers first down.
And there's the spike. It stops the clock at 22 seconds remaining.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now Prescott. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42.
That's good for a Packer.
And he clocks it with just 10 seconds left.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Dak.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for, but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance.